Imagine stepping onto a train that rolls away without a driver, delivers you spotless and on time. And before you even look for a ticket machine, a camera has already recognized you, charged the fare in the background, and opened the gate. Science fiction. In the place we're looking at today, it's daily life. We take you into streets, stations, and control rooms where software isn't a side feature. It's the director. We show you what speed means when decisions are not only made but executed. And we ask, how much of this is show? And how much is the lead that will really cost us years? You enter a station. No trash, no broken glass, no out-of-order signs. At night, cleaning robots roll through the halls, drones spray down facades, and in the tunnel, there are washing units that clean trains as they pass. Operations continue while cleaning happens. Zero downtime, just a faint hiss. The train arrives, automatically. No driver. No voice on the loudspeaker coughing when someone blocks the doors. The doors close, the train glides off as if barely touching the rails. You look up, see cameras, sensors, LiDAR, and a city that has built its own nervous system. Outside, an AI weaves together intersections, traffic lights, and bus corridors. Speeds are adjusted in real time, light cycles shift when one side backs up. Apps suggest routes that don't just please the individual, but balance the whole system. Autonomous trams and buses run, robo-taxis slip in and out. Not demo fleets, but everyday operations in corridors built for exactly this. While elsewhere, people debate whether driver assistance counts as autonomy. Here, someone gets out, sends the car off to park itself, and walks away. The next blow comes from factories. Electric cars that are not just electric, but digital. Giant screens that don't just show off, but work. Software updates that unlock functions instead of collecting workshop visits. Driving assistance that more and more simply drives. Interiors that feel like living rooms, because driving has become a side activity. In the showrooms, there is no soon, only today. A customer tries voice control. A child flips out a screen from the seat back. The salesperson doesn't say, someday, but now. Want to get online? You already are. A super app bundles the day. You book a doctor's appointment, share a document, chat, pay at a street stall, rent a bike with one click, and check in at the airport without ever leaving the app's ecosystem. Friction is the true enemy. Eliminating it is the goal. Anyone who says mega projects are just monuments hasn't seen these construction sites. An airport shaped like a starfish shortens walking routes so radically that you can reach any gate in minutes. Artificial islands carry tunnels that cross a river mouth. Sensors measure vibrations, currents, loads, with real-time monitoring, not monthly reports. A rail line climbs to altitudes that make unprotected humans dizzy. Trains run with pressure cabins. Tracks rest on permafrost stabilized with passive cooling. A dam holds back floods, feeds grids, and forces a natural power into predictable channels. And then a waterway that redraws the land, canals, aqueducts, tunnels. Water redirected to cities that would otherwise dry out. Not as exception, as system. What does this do to daily life? You don't pick up a package. It comes. Sometimes by drone, sometimes in a small autonomous van waiting at the curb like a patient dog. Public screens don't just show when the bus arrives. They slow traffic in the background if things get tight. A network of cameras and sensors watches and intervenes before a problem becomes an event. Safety isn't just police and fences, but data and patterns. You can like that. You can criticize it. Both are valid. But it's there. In factories, humanoid robots stand alongside industrial ones. Not just walking, but gripping, carrying, sorting. In pilot areas, they take over monotony and heavy lifting, while humans supervise, maintain, improve. At the same time, AI moves into processes never labeled AI tasks. Timetables, maintenance windows, baggage flows, energy sourcing, insurance risks, medical triage. Not as demo, not as white paper, as work shift. Why does it move so fast there? Permits run in parallel. Teams sit together that elsewhere work in sequence. Engineers, data people, construction, operations, law, environment. Objections? Yes, but built into the process. Monitoring isn't installed as alibi, but as the project's stethoscope. What doesn't fit is adjusted. In operation, not on the drawing board. Speed isn't seen as danger, but as a variable to be managed. With redundancy, monitoring reserves, of course, it has a price. Speed demands authority. Data brings questions of privacy, power, control. Platforms create dependencies. The point is, debates happen, but solutions are built at the same time. Where elsewhere debates themselves are the outcome, here they're part of the path. That creates tangible results, but it demands tough conversations. Who decides? Who watches the watchers? How do you correct failures without losing face? To keep the scale tangible, imagine the same day in two versions. In the first, you need forms, appointments, a handful of apps, a half-empty train that's late, and a car that insists you drive everything yourself. In the second, you scan your face, ride autonomously, get a real-time rerouting suggestion because a track is blocked, and pick up a delivery already waiting for you. In the evening, you pay at a food stall, upload your ID in the same app, and get the government's reply before your meal goes cold. Which version would you accept, with all its light and shadows? The surprising part isn't that all this is possible. The surprising part is how consistently it's been integrated. Technology plus infrastructure plus administration. Software steers infrastructure. Infrastructure waits for software. Administration clears obstacles and sets limits where needed. This coupling makes speed possible. If one slows, all slow. So what does that mean for us? We could say our path is more careful, participatory, safer, true. But is it fast enough when problems won't wait? Aging infrastructure, renewable capacity growing slower than demand, digital services stuttering in gaps. These aren't online comments, they're real costs. When a bridge is closed, no one crosses. When a train can't run, value creation stops. When a permit needs 5 binders, no tree grows faster and no bus arrives on time. If you love analyses that reveal why things work, this channel is for you. Here you'll get regular stories about infrastructure, technology, and the big systems behind them. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next one.